Hi everyone, today I will show you my fast brewer with the help of stiff crab blocks. So, I will first explain how it works and how to debug it. This one is the one we built on the survival server. So I will explain it, and I will explain the functioning on this one, who is the same but without the decoration and music, all of that. So first, this is the selection panel. How to use it? So we made that system. When you activate the nut block, it pushes forward and push that block, which will activate the dropper with the ingredients. So you select all the ingredients. Then push this button. All the ingredients go to one minecart. Well, 5 minecarts. 13. And then the minecarts get launched. And the ingredients go to the brewing stands. We first initiate the brewing with dummy potions, which are placed here, and we deactivate the hopper just at the right time, so that it starts brewing. Then potions trickles down the brewing stands, get loaded in a shulker box loader, get broken, then it gets dispensed there. You can see it only brews 26 potions. Why? So we have 13 brewing stands with only 2 slots to brew potions, as one is occupied by a dummy potion, as I said earlier. So it can only brew 26 potions and at a flow, but maybe we will try to fix that problem with another version. There is just the brewer without the selection panel, so we can do it again. I will first load the ingredients in the minecarts. Get water bottles in the minecart. So that's the same activation as in this brewer. So the minecart gets launched. It activates this part with timers. Just at the right moment, the timers will deactivate and delock this hopper so that the potions can be brewed. Here is a simplified version of the mechanic. So we have first we have the dummy potion, which is here. It gets into the brewing stand. Then we put water bottles there, just at the right time so that it gets brewed. Then at the right time too, we suck out potions and the demi potions, which is not brewed yet, so that it gets into this dropper. Should I actually get? Yeah. Well, actually, we pour the dropper first, so without the 2 brewed potions.
Has to be timed right, so that it only fires the dropper when there's only the dummy potion inside.
So we repower the redstone line. We power that dropper. The dummy potion is back here. Then the 2 potions get here, and we remove that redstone block. And it does that 5 times. So I hope that was clear. Also, there is a blaze powder refilling system. We have a counter here with 30 blocks. Let's actually do this. When it powers, each time it powers, the dropper sends an item in that hopper and locks the dropper when it's filled, locks that repeater. Then, when it's not filled, there is no power, the repeater gets unlocked. It unlocks the hopper too. And it fires that minecart system.
Didn't mean to do that.
2 times. So, and it gets into the dummy potion hoppers.
I don't think these are stocked up.
Yeah. High effects.
They would go into the second drop, or the second hopper, the middle hopper here.
Yeah.
And then I believe the way the timings work out, it ends up being fine, and they enter without trouble.
Yeah. And how to debug it now? If we select the wrong ingredients, like for example, no, this potion is not correct, as the slow falling can't be reversed with a fermented spider eye. So if we do that, I will speed it up. It's quite laggy, actually. We can see that in the third slice, no, that's this one, there are fermented spider eyes that didn't brew. So, how to debug it? That's simple, just remove the fermented spider eye 13 times.
I believe you could also enter an empty order and it would brew out.
Yeah, also, yeah.
But that would be slightly wasteful.
Right. Also, sometimes if you select 2 ingredients, like these 2,
invisibility.
Yeah. There is still ingredients, so you do the same thing than before. Also, the first slice is for nether wart, the second slice is for ingredients, main ingredients, the third the third slice is for fermented spider eyes. The fourth slice is for redstone and glowstone, and the fifth slice is for gunpowder. So you know where to find, where to search for your ingredients.
We could have added a sixth slice for dragon's breath, but decided that lingering potions are so unused that it wasn't worth adding the extra delay.
Yeah.
Because it has a set delay for brewing any kind of potion.
Yeah. By the way, it brews a full potion in 1 minute. So that's pretty quick. Also, yeah, you can see there that there is a red terracotta. That's because there isn't there isn't glowstone there in the system. So we have a coal block swapper then, which changes the block. It was made by Nick, thanks to him. And yeah, that's it. We have the refiller for the ingredients. You can either put shulker boxes of ingredients, either just items.
Oh yes, also.
It's broken. That's not intended. How?
Yeah, that's a problem. I fixed it in the survival world. It's just wrapping this around.
Alright. That wasn't intended. So in the schematic, it will be fixed, of course. So if I drop ingredient there.
I'm gonna fix it.
You can see that it was sucked out by the hopper and it's refilled. Also, if ever an ingredient is missed or whatever, it gets into this dropper and we can add a hopper to cycle it through. That's it, I think. Oh,
yeah. A water bottle refill.
Yeah. You can do it.
Okay. I created a system. I don't know if it's the fastest or the most efficient, but it works. It's whenever water bottles get sucked out of this dropper or this hopper, it turns on and it starts refilling water bottles, empty water bottles that are stored in these chests behind here. And these chests are filled by this, which is connected to a chest back here, which can accept either empty bottles, items, or shulkers full of them. Although it does not sort empty bottles, it'll just store them. So if you have something that isn't an empty bottle, either it'll go into the item destruction facility back here, or I believe it'll just get dispensed out of there. Either that, or it'll get in here and you'll have to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
So only bottles, please. There's no safeguards.
Alright.
Maybe the shulker loader at the bottom.
Yeah, also. We designed this shulker loader, which is pretty fast actually. Maybe it's brew potion.
I think we
didn't
missed
see
it.
it.
Yeah. Maybe play at normal speed and just cut out the middle part.
Yeah. As you can see, this shulker loader is pretty fast. There is 2 dispensers firing when they are filled, and there is a, what does it called? A falling edge detector. When this dropper would be empty, soon this observer will fire and break the shulker box. Also, there is another falling edge detector there, which also triggers when the dropper is empty, which will drop these messages in the shulker box to fill the 27th slot. That's not. That's just useless, actually.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's it. It's that fun. For the timers, the objects, the number of items to put in is, for this one, 19. For this one, 7. This one, 51. This one, 54. 58, 60, and 62. By the way, I forgot something. This is the system that, when activated, will fire whales, which will fire these observers, and when this block is pushed, will drop 13 items. That was hard to design, actually, because it's an odd number, so we had to use quasi connectivity for that, as it is no. Well, I don't know how it works, but it works. If we put
Couldn't get it to work any other way.
Yeah. If we put the piston here with the observers, it will only triggers 12 times. Though with this repeater, it's 13. I don't know why, but that works. So also, when it starts, there is an observer which detects it and starts another timer, which will activate the actual brewer, which you can see there. That's it. There is nothing more to say. Yeah.
The jingle.
The jingle. Yeah.
Let's do a brew inside the decorated. Maybe a wooden button would work better.
Better. Not yet. So we have first, if you begin if you do an order, we have a cool jingle, which unfortunately, when it lags, it's not clear and not beautiful.
The rhythm is kind of weird.
Yeah, but it's cool though. And also,
Don't tick rate. We'll miss it.
yeah. Well, can do the debug, the maintenance jingle. No, it's coming.
There was a lot of this while we were testing it.
Yeah. Very soon. And that's cool too. We didn't brew any ingredient. Also, we have a secret door. As you can see, there is a black concrete, so you can access to the maintenance. And if you select these ingredients, hola, who is it?
Hi, this is Ron.
So we made a system which detects when you select all ingredients, and it opens the door and plays spooky, scary skeletons. So that's cool. That's cool also. No, that's cool too. Steve Cut Blocks design. No.
I put together the jingles
that's
and
it.
stuff. And I wrote the start jingle. I wrote that. I think the end, the order is finished jingle. I and someone else was on, and then I just smushed together what I was working on and what he was working on, and that became the finished jingle. I can't remember who though. I'd have to check the chat logs.
And also, the whole system, this one, is spawn-proof, as we decided to build it in a dark room. So if you... Here, that's it. There is also a pathway which leads to all main components. There is also a pathway which leads to all... there is a... Okay, alright. My speaking is bad, I know it.
Pathway that leads to all the main areas.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. There is a pathway which leads to all main areas with which will for goodness sake. There is also a pathway which leads to all components.
And specifically, this specific design is missing one or two ladders, I think, to the water item streams.
That's okay,
or something like that. I believe I added them only when we were rebuilding it in survival.
And the schematic would be correct.
Yes.
You can see this is our survival server, and you... No. I'm lagging so hard.
So what are we doing right now? Like, are we just recording footage for what exactly?
I'm doing a video. We're doing a video to explain how it works and how to debug it.
Okay.
So, what to say? There is nothing to say actually.
There's a few extra ladders.
Yeah.
this is how far we are in building it. Just need the shell, I think, right?
Yeah.
I ran out of black concrete.
We could on the creative server there is the black box. Alright, so
Rest in peace.
yeah. Scared me. Yeah, there is nothing to say.
It's also so simple.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I've discovered that Hillman Goes have done the same brewer with the same mechanic, and it's faster and more compact.
However,
However, our can refills blaze powder.
What
And
can you do?
it can refills blaze powder in the
Ah,
brewing
okay.
stands.
So you don't have to do that manually.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody really cares about the compactness of the machine if you have like so much space to do it.
Yeah.
compactness is nice though, and ours has
Yeah, it's neat,
a
but if
beautiful
you
jingle.
sacrifice
Yeah.
like functionality.
So that's it. I think we can end the the video. Yeah, it's cool.